Cameron Taylor, we've been up to Harvey Bay. We watched the Monster Energy Motocross Nats. Here we are at Boona, an hour and a half out of Brisbane, at Queensland Motor Park, an amazing facility, and here for the 2014 Yamaha YZ450F launch. I'm not telling you anything you don't know there, mate. I'm just letting the viewers know. But listen, mate, give us your sort of top line to start with. I think you first came in and said not a huge difference on the bike, but little subtle differences.
Yeah, really. I felt really comfortable straight away, which is obviously a really good thing, and I've been a Yamaha rider, I sort of felt comfortable straight away, and I didn't come and go, wow, that's so different, but just little things where I noticed where it's easier to stay seated in the right position on a long sweeping corner, at the front, weight that front tyre and that, so I think that really helps that front end traction side of things.
You're one of the guys, I mean, there was a bit of talk, I guess, with the bike last year that, perhaps there wasn't enough weight on the front end and people were losing that a little bit. I know a lot of you were one of, I think 50% of guys actually had some DRD engine mount kits, which effectively moved the engine forward. The 2014 model, they've achieved more weight on the front by moving the headstock back, I think 10 mil. So, do you feel more front end traction?
Yeah, well, it's hard to say. I haven't got my 13 here, but like you said, I have adjusted my motor position a little bit on my bike, and it certainly helps, and also helps it stay in ruts. I feel this thing, it's a more planted feel. I mean, it's good to. I ran this track today. You could really push the front end. So as a whole, front end feel definitely is a plus.
What about sort of chassis balance? They've narrowed the thing down a bit, made it sort of feel lighter. Huge focus on mass centralisation with the entire bike.
Yeah, I think, and I'm not a big throw it sideways sort of guy. I'm pretty. Bit old school, I guess, like that. But there's a couple of jumps here today. I'm really able to move the bike around in the air, and I feel like the bike is a bit more, flickable. You can move it side to side, even in the corners, quick, like a chicane type thing. And also the jumps, I can sort of whip it sideways, but I feel comfortable doing that. And the bike just feels a little bit lighter, I think.
So look, it's essentially the same engine, but there's some big mods. I think we talked about third gear being a bit shorter, but it certainly feels smoother and torquier to me out there. And also just tells the fuel injection. I know that was a bit of a pet hate of yours, that jerky or lurchy fuel injection. They fixed that? Yeah,
I've got a bit of a kink in my neck, I reckon, from the old one, just going through the pits like that, But this one, I went out and tried to make it do it, and it just doesn't do that. So that little jerkiness, I used to find on a hard pack slow corner with a slow rut, the old one, as you dial the throttle on from nothing, has a bit of jerkiness, and that's disappeared now, so that's obviously a really good thing. But the motor wise, really torquey, and in fact you can, because that third gear I think is moved a bit lower, so it really does pull third gears stronger through the corners, and you can hold it all the way to the next corner if you wanted to, so it's got a really broad power, which I certainly like, that's for sure.
So 10 reasons you've just given us to trade up, is that right?
Yeah, well, I think it looks good. It looks really good, and it's good to ride. It goes fast. It's got a nice, even the stock exhaust has got a nice note to it, actually. I'm a Yamaha guy, but I'm just really excited to ride those things before I got here today, and I'm going to walk away, just basically asking Ray, where's mine now?
There's a good one to roll it off on. Ray? Question mark?